This TPP sets the gold standard in trade agreements to open, free, transparent, fair trade.
Americanism, not globalism.
You called it the gold standard. You called it the gold standard of trade deals. You said it's the finest deal you've ever seen.
No.
And then you heard what I said about it, and all of a sudden you were against it.
Well, Donald, I know you live in your own reality, but that is not the facts. The facts are, I did say I hoped it would be a good deal, but when it was negotiated, which I was not responsible for, I concluded it wasn't.
Okay, here's the quote from 2012 in Australia. Hillary Clinton said, "This TPP sets the gold standard in trade agreements to open, free, transparent, fair trade, the kind of environment that has the rule of law and a level playing field." And you know what? It is none of those things. It is not open. It is not transparent. It was created in secret. It was hidden from our legislators. They were forbidden from talking about it. As a matter of fact, most of them didn't even care. Like Hillary, they're going to do the bidding of the globalists. Only Donald Trump had an issue with it. It is not fair. It is not an environment that is set up with the rule of law. What it does is it escalates these corporations to the level of governments and allows them to get massive compensation if regulation impinges their profits, and they do it in an arbitration process. We've seen how this all works with NAFTA. We've seen how NAFTA has taken a situation between the United States and Mexico where we had a rough trade parity. Immediately, we went to a $15 billion deficit with Mexico. It has never gotten smaller. It has gone as high as $75 billion, $60 billion this last year. That is what it will do. And no matter what they say it does now, it can be changed. It is a living document, and it will be changed once it's created by the people that are not elected, not accountable to you, just like Hillary Clinton. Stay tuned to InfoWars. We'll have more analysis of the debate. I'm David Knight.
"45 times Secretary Clinton pushed the trade bill she now opposes." I'm going to play a few of these. I mean, there's 45 of them, and in the interest of time, I'm not going to play it all. But here's Hillary yesterday giving her plagiarized speech, basically from Trump, when she's one of the main authors of NAFTA, of GATT, of globalism, of these one-sided deals. That's on record. And then we have her all these dozens and dozens and dozens of times, however many dozens 45 is, saying she's for the TPP. And, of course, it's okay that Obama's for it, some foreign group, unelected, raping us economically further, because he went on a Late Show and they sang a song, a jazz song, and he goes, "You down with TPP?" And Obama said, "You know me." They had some cool jazz guys up there with saxophones. Yeah, well, yeah, it's fun. It's fun to get screwed over. So let's hear from Hillary a few years ago. Well, let's hear from her yesterday first.
I will stop any trade deal that kills jobs or holds down wages, including the Trans-Pacific Partnership.
And she nods her head.
I oppose it now, I'll oppose it after the election, and I'll oppose it as president.
Notice she said, though, any deal that isn't good, she'll do whatever she wants. Now let's go to just part of the 45 times. I'm not going to play it all, but this is her over the last 5-6 years. Here it is.
The United States is engaging in the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade negotiations. We're pursuing a regional agreement with the nations of the Trans-Pacific Partnership. We are also pressing ahead with negotiations for the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Trans-Pacific Partnership, a new free trade agreement. We are very committed to the Trans-Pacific Partnership. The Trans-Pacific Partnership. The Trans-Pacific Partnership. Trans-Pacific Partnership. Trans-Pacific Partnership. The Trans-Pacific Partnership, the Trans-Pacific Partnership. We should aim for true regional integration. And that is the spirit behind the Trans-Pacific Partnership. The Trans-Pacific Partnership, high-quality Trans-Pacific Partnership. We're excited about the innovative trade agreement called the Trans-Pacific Partnership. The Trans-Pacific Partnership. The Trans-Pacific Partnership. The Trans-Pacific Partnership.
I can't look at her anymore. That's enough. And, of course, they'll say at Media Matters, that's a conspiracy theory. She never said it. I'm not kidding. Because this is weaponized media against you and your family. And I think about Hillary Clinton out of all the stacks of news I've got here. She, at the State Department, was one of the main negotiators and quarterbacks. In fact, I've got to say the most important, other than Obama. She's the second most important in the last 8 years. Globally pushing the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Obama every month was flying off to try to ram this sucker through. And then Congress, remember, couldn't even see it for years. And then finally, you could spend 1 hour but couldn't take photos of the documents, thousands of pages, you know, wheelbarrows full. Whole room full of just garbage. One-sided deals that we can't even see, that transfer our power to multinationals. We now have a copy of it. It's a nightmare. It just writes a blank check to do whatever you want, just like Obamacare. And then Hillary sits up there like it's a big joke and says that she will not support the TPP now or in the future or basically ever, when she is its mama.